Hi everybody, I'm going to get right into this one.
Hi everybody. So it's been 10 years, almost 10 years. I think it'll be 10 years this December. Be the 10-year anniversary of my most viewed video, Real Guardian Angel Sighting. So I decided to try a little bit harder to kind of convey what I'm seeing in the photo. I believe anybody that watches this video can clearly see there's a face looking down on my daughter after she was born. Um, Yeah, without wasting any time here, let's do a full zoom into the face of the spirit, whatever. There it is. It's the best orb I've ever seen in any photo. When I discovered that in my picture, I immediately said, I'm going to make a YouTube video out of this. And uh, to date, it's got 4.3 million views, my original video. So I decided to capitalize on that and hopefully, I get a lot of views on this one and, convince more people that this is the real deal. So as you can see here, there is a circular orb, but there's another orb overlaying it, which has a distinct profile and a face looking down without editing the photo whatsoever. I can turn it sideways and zoom in on it. And before getting to the other parts of this video, I'm just going to show you on the original unedited photo that there is a distinct human face looking down at my daughter when she was born. So you can see right there, I just find it funny. Like all these people, you look through the comments over the years, there's 4,000 or 5,000 comments. I find it funny that people say they don't see anything, and it just baffles me how anybody cannot see what I'm seeing. I know that's not everybody. I know there's a lot of people that do agree with me, that have agreed with me in the past. So this is a face looking down at my daughter. So also in addition to that this is clearly an obvious face looking down at my daughter. I took several pictures in a row. People say that, it's a dust particle, that the camera flash, is illuminating, and it causes the skeptics believe that any circles in photos is just moisture in the air, or insects, or people just think that, that anything in the air that the flash is illuminating causes the circles that believers believe that, are orbs, are spirits. Anyway, I took a bunch of photos in a row, and the dust would be in all the photos, but this was the only photo that I took, maybe 4 or 5 in a row, that showed this spirit. So you're telling me there's one single dust particle out of the entire room that is floating in the air that got illuminated by my flash, and back in 2008. Very unlikely. There'd be hundreds of thousands of dust particles floating around that would have been illuminated. This is the only dust particle in my picture. Then is what you're saying? No, it's a spirit looking down at my daughter. So you can see here, there seems to be other energies kind of overlaid here. It looks like there's some kind of face here, like teeth, nostrils, nose, and it looks like it could be a skull or something, but you don't know how quickly they're moving and how all of that works. So there's going to be a lot of things that are going to be not clear. And that's what makes this so special, is because this is the clearest picture I've ever seen in an orb of a human face looking down. You can see the eyes, the nose. You can even see the 2 nostrils for the nose. There's a mustache here, the outside of the lip here. Now, don't pay attention to this. This is just the leading part of the face that exaggerates the chin here, but it's because of motion blur. Again, we don't know how fast the spirit was moving. So you see the outer edge of the mustache here, and it's really dark here. You can see it better in my other pictures. You can see it better in my other pictures, but there's a mouth here and a chin here, yeah, the eyes a little offset, but again, you don't know if that's because of the motion blur. You know, a little bit of the face is distorted. You can see here, like I mentioned earlier, I think I mentioned earlier, that in the photo, um, when you zoom out, there's a couple of light switches, and since I turns it sideways, you can see this line is just a part of the light switch. So obviously it's very transparent, so you're going to see through it. But so yeah, I mean that's it for this. We'll move on to the other photos, which will, you know, you can kind of get a better idea of the outline of the face, and then you can see even see the ear back here. There's an ear right here. I did want to do kind of like an epic video here, reveal of this, of kind of trying to convey what I've always seen. If you can't see from what's on the screen that it's apparent that there's a spirit looking down at my daughter when she was born, then I don't know. You might as well just click away now, because you don't belong here. For everybody else, you can see what I've already shown you in the last original picture. The only reason I made this green is because I just found, like, with the color and tinting it, changing the warmth and everything, the solid color instead of all these different colors in the pixels kind of brought out more of a face. The way I look at it anyway, it seemed to help me kind of really see the whole face. So now, like I was saying before, you just cut the outline here off, and there's a mustache here. There's the open mouth here, which I'm sure you can clearly see, the chin here. Not enough information and detail on here to see the rest of the facial hair and the neck, but you can see over here at the right proportions, at the right height, there's an ear here. The eye, like I said, is a little bit offset, and the brow. Don't pay attention to that line. That's just a part of the light switch. When I turn the picture sideways, it's just behind it. But so basically what I did is I just tweaked it as much as I could to get rid of all this noise in here, to show you that that's a head, and this is an ear, and this is a chin, and a mouth, and a mustache, and a nose, and two eyes, and everything else, a profile. And you can kind of see the pupils of the eyes were actually kind of looking at me taking the flash, not directly down at my daughter, which was this way. So now this face was going facing down this way, looking at my daughter, but turning it sideways, you can clearly see the whites of the eyes here and here, and the pupils are looking at me when I'm taking the picture. So the spirit was completely aware of the fact that I was taking a picture in the room, and looked right over at the camera when when I took the picture and the flash occurred. So that's pretty neat. So I'm just going to show you here a little composite that I did. I'm not an artist, so I wanted to do this in Sony Vegas and make some kind of cool music, background. I guess still got music in the background, but I wanted to make a better reveal for this. This is not what I pictured, but for whatever reason, the editing that I've done is really destroyed the photo. When you put the file format into Sony Vegas, it's just completely lost. It's just really rough. You can't really notice anything. So anyway, I'm going to show you what I have. So I'm just going to slide the opacity down on this photo. So this is again a grab from, the only thing I did on this is a grab from the original picture. The only thing I did is darken it, change the contrast, change the colors around a bit, and so this is still all the raw information that's in the picture. I didn't change or alter anything. Now what I'm going to show you is a composite that I've done from this, and I'm just going to show you that right now. Okay, now we're just going to slide the opacity down. Hold on to your seats. So, as you can see, I've changed the color to more like skin. I don't know the color of the spirit's skin when they were alive, so you know, I made it more my color skin. It's transparent. You can't really see skin color. It could be, you know, any skin color, but just for the sake of the video, you can tell it's, you know, it's more of a human being looking with that color skin and not green skin or transparent skin, you know. So, but yeah, there's the eyes. All this information in here from the photo, I'll switch back in a second, but I didn't switch any of that. That was information that was all already there. The only thing I did was smudge all of this out so you can't see the other spirits and noise smushed in there. You can really focus in on the face. So now I'll go back out again. And you can see I didn't change any information on the eyes or the nose. It's all that information is there. All right, so you know I don't know what to do. I don't know what else more to do for you guys. You know, again, I'm like, you know, I'm not great with photo Photoshop programs like it. I use GIMP, but you know, you can, as far as I'm concerned, you know, that's 100%. You know, there's a spirit looking down. You can see here the mustache that I colored. The mouth was open there. The chin. Not enough information down here. Ear here, which you can see here. Which this part of the picture I didn't touch at all. The only thing I touched to kind of make it look more human looking was smudging out all that noise that's up there, right? There you go. And there you go. He's looking at you. All right, so I think that's going to be it. This is not exactly how I wanted the video to be. Just showing you in GIMP here with the opacity up and down. So you know, I don't know what more to do for you. Please give me a like and share this video. I think it's the best human face or spirit. Clear as day in an orb that I've ever seen online, and without even editing the photo, you can already see, like I've shown you the original photo. Long, you know, dead relatives. Somebody connected to my daughter in some way that either just passed or has always been with her. You know, for all we know, that was who my daughter was just before because I believe in reincarnation. That's who my daughter was in her past life, just before she became her and entering her body. Who knows? Who knows how it all works, right? There you go. Give it a big like and subscribe and share this with everybody, because it's the best orb, face in an orb I've ever seen in my life. And I was lucky enough to have it in one of my pictures. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Make sure you like and subscribe. See you later.